status. He talks about Islam as a religion that wants to dominate the world, take it over completely and drive everybody out. He's anti-Brussels. He got about 25% of the vote, so 3 out of 4 Dutch voters said no thanks to him. It's one of the wonders of proportional representation. You end up with an extraordinary number of parties. I really would urge people to wait and see what kind of government he can form.
Wilders insists that he will end up being the next Dutch Prime Minister, but he'll need to strike a deal with at least 2 other parties to make that happen. And already, caretaker Prime Minister Mark Rutte of the Conservative VVD and the leader of a centrist party, the NSC, are both ruling out working with Wilders, calling his positions too extreme. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
To recap the top stories. Rescuers in northern India have reached 41 workers trapped in a collapsed tunnel in the Himalayas for over 2 weeks. More Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners are set to be released as the truce in Gaza has been extended for another 48 hours. And authorities in Sierra Leone say 20 people were killed after gunmen attacked a military barracks in Freetown, the West African country's capital. That's the latest feature story news. Simon Gaitan reporting.
Here we go on a Tuesday. Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. You got Scott and Val on a Tuesday. Good morning, Val, and thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
All right, I'm playing with some buttons here. It looks like our levels are just a little bit low. I'm trying to boost those up there, folks. And thank you for joining us this morning. We should be live on Facebook, through the website, on our Twitch program, and, of course, on YouTube, too, if you want to join us for a video feed this morning. Other than that, I want to know, Val, how's it going? How was your holiday?
You know, I kind of blew a Thanksgiving tradition, though. I got the big end of the wishbone, and I made a wish.
Okay.
But I still had to come do this show today.
Oh, it's not nice at all. It's not nice at all.
No, I actually love doing the show with you.
Okay. How was the holiday?
You know, it was good. We had about 11 people. Since you and Lindsay and Jet moved, our table has gotten really a lot smaller, and we miss you guys for the holidays. So
that's so sad. But you did get one of my kiddos there over the holiday, right?
Yes. We got to see Jet and Lindsay, and that was awesome. Got a really nice visit. So,
right.
Yeah.
But the gang was a little smaller this year.
Yeah, I just had the boys and Brad's parents and Brad's aunt. And then Matt has a way of collecting strays.
Aww.
He always has. And it's just funny. He just, whether we're having a party or Thanksgiving or whatever, he'll be like, oh, I'm bringing so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. So we ended up with a couple of Matt's friends and one of the friends' sons for Thanksgiving dinner too. So yeah, it was just a nice gathering. We had a good time.
Well, I've transplanted enough people from Chihuahua, and I got the girls here, and then Lindsay we actually had 7 people, so way bigger last year than the 3 of us. So that was pretty
wow.
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
Moving along this morning, I should probably throw out some weather, if I can click the right button here. Weather for today, Chihuahua, you said it's a cold one this morning, Val.
It was, we had 14 this morning when we got up.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Sunny and a high of 39 today. Not too bad. Back down to 23 tonight with a few passing clouds for your Wednesday. Another mostly sunny day. High of 35, low of 23. Then cloudy on Thursday with a 20% chance of precip, 33 and 27. That could mean some light snow. But definitely some snow they're saying for Friday. 32 and 30. Morning snow showers right now for the weekend as we start off Saturday. 35 and 26 with a 60% chance of snow. 60% chance of snow for Sunday as well, but it will warm up to 37. And then in typical fashion for the Pacific Northwest, Monday, a rain-snow mix with 38.
Again, if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute. It will change.
Yeah. Winding up November, let's take a look at what the kids have for breakfast and lunch today. This morning, French toast, egg patty, fresh fruit, fruit juice, and their choice of milk. And then for lunch today, let's see, they've got the cheese zombies, tomato soup, fresh veggies, sunflower kernels. Fruit, fresh fruit, and milk choice. Also going to throw some crackers in there for that tomato soup. There you go. We got the kids covered and weather covered. We move on to our bits and breaks this morning. These are some signs. Val, did you do anything for Black Friday?
You couldn't pay me to go out on Black Friday.
Chicken.
You could offer to buy everything that I was going to buy for Christmas, and you still couldn't give me to go out on Black Friday.
Chicken.
Oh, I hate crowds like that. They make me anxious and they make me angry.
Right.
So I would rather, shop Cyber Monday or something like that. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, here are some signs that you might have been at not at a real Black Friday sale. First indication was the big screen televisions were missing serial numbers. Before they rang up your sale, they leaned forward and whispered, "You a cop?"
Oh, boy.
There was a note inside the crock pot when you opened it. It says, best wishes to Chad and Sylvia on your wedding. And the last one of the employees asked if you could get a message to his family.
Oh.
Happens every time I go into Walmart.
Oh, goodness. Good morning, Ken, and good morning, Marion. We got a couple people saying hi this morning to us.
Really?
Thanks for joining. It's funny. We've got some people that don't let us know that they were listening till the end of the show, and then we can't say hi to them. So don't just say goodbye. Say hi first.
Yeah, then we know you're there. Maybe they don't want their word. We'll make fun of them or say their name.
Oh, that could be.
All right.
All right.
Can I do the next one too? Because I'm short.
Oh, I would love that.
All right. Friends sent me this. They were the top 10 elf pickup lines. Used some of these on Marion last year. Mm-hmm.
Did they work? Well,
Yeah.
they must have. She's there.
Yeah. First one is I got to make a loud noise, and then I go, "Hey, I'm down here." And not number 9. Just because I've got bells on my shoes doesn't mean I'm a sissy.
Yeah, you're not afraid to wear pink either, are you?
That's right. I once was a lawn ornament for Bon Jovi.
Oh.
Yeah. This is my favorite elf pickup line. "Hey, I can get you off the naughty list."
Oh, or
Not
on
you, Val,
the
though.
naughty list.
You've been way too naughty. All right.
Mm-hmm. I'll buy my own gifts. Thank you very much.
One thing I used to like to tell the ladies was, as an elf, I have certain needs that can't be satisfied by working on toys.
Do you want to be a dentist?
I want to be a dentist. All right. I'm the sweatiest elf. Oh, excuse me. I'm the sweetest elf.
No.
No,
I think
it's
you got
sweaty.
it. Yeah, I was going to say you got it right the first time.
No. I didn't bake those cookies. You're thinking of those dorks over at Keebler. Yeah, they're like the bad elves.
Oh.
This one's true, too. I get a thimble of tequila in me, and I turn into a wild man.
Ooh.
Just a thimble, though. All right. This one I tried didn't work so well. You'd look great in a Raggedy Ann wig.
Now that's kinky.
And my number 1 top 10 elf pickup line from back when I was an elf. Wait a minute. I can eat my weight in cocktail wieners. Is that a bad thing?
Who can't? Those little Smokies. Oh.
It's going to be hard for Val to remember, but she used to work. She worked with a lot of other people. Here, there's a top 10 signs you're at a bad office party.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Eggnog smells suspiciously like liquid paper.
That's disgusting.
That is. Ooh. Anyone caught under mistletoe gets choked out by human resources.
I'd like to see that, actually.
Which would require them to then go to human resources. Because of corporate downsizing, Santa is only 120 pounds.
No.
I think that's just because of the cost of food.
Yeah, probably.
You know that you're at a bad office Christmas party when only food available is something called reindeer kebabs.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh. There's a shady guy ringing bells for something called the Salvation Navy.
Why is that creepy? Okay.
All party games involve keeping a careful log of when each needle drops off the tree.
It's exciting.
Oh, my. For the 16th year in a row, the Canadian band leader has passed out in the eggnog.
Just leave them there.
Oh, Canada. Number 3, thanks to the alcohol-free punch, not a single behind gets photocopied.
Oh. Have you ever been at one of those Christmas parties where you knew someone was going to get fired?
I have not.
Oh, I have. Just because I used to go out and DJ Christmas parties. And there was one guy on the dance floor, and he's like dancing real dirty, and he starts taking off his shirt. And I go on the microphone, I actually say, every year at the Christmas party, somebody gets fired, and this year, it's going to be you.
Oh.
And he still kept undressing until 2 people came and drag him off the stage.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh, Ken says he's giving everyone a donation to the Human Fund this year.
The Human Fund?
The Human Fund.
What's that?
I don't know, so everybody can be human again?
Oh. You know, Ken, you should save that money up and then give it to one of the best causes out there I like. It's called Save the Millionaires. You know, Ken, if you've got too much money, you could just donate it to KCHW. It's tax deductible.
Oh, there you go. Oh, it is.
And I think Ken should make a big fat one by the end of the year. Just saying, Ken.
All right, number 2 on this list of how you know you're at a bad office Christmas party is the Christmas tree is just a fat intern in a green sweater.
So not nice, Val.
And finally, the number 1 way to tell, it's held every year on July 23rd.
I worked at a job where they had, we were supposed to go right after Christmas. It was everybody that had the highest sales, in each district got a free trip to the Mexican Riviera. And then swine flu came out and they canceled it. And then they came and it wasn't a very good Christmas present because they said, well, we're going to put it off till next year.
Right.
So you win something cool, you got this big trip planned, and then we're going to put it off. Not a month or 2 months, it's next year. I quit 6 months later.
Wow. So did you hear the big hoopla over this company offered a 3-year around the world, I believe it was a cruise, and had all these people sign up. 3 years around the world and completely canceled. So you've got these people that had given up their lease because they were going to be gone for 3 years, quit jobs and all of this stuff. And now this company is just like, we changed our mind. We can't find a ship.
Really? Because nobody wants to go on a cruise ship anymore. You think one of those would be available?
Yeah, you would think so.
Do you know the name of this company?
I do not.
We'll do that anyways.
So, yeah. Oh, we have Ronald Lee joining us from Colbert this morning. Good morning.
Woo, woo! Listening in Colbert. Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. All right. I got a question for you, Val. The next one I have up is death by minor injury. So I've got some comments from the internet, but first, anybody listening that wants to post the last thing you injured yourself doing. Val, what was the last thing that you injured yourself doing?
Well, it was one of those things where you know that you should just like take 30 seconds and get the right tool, and then you don't take the 30 seconds and get the right tool, so you spend the next 5 minutes trying to get the bleeding to stop.
Yes.
So I kind of filleted my thumb pretty good with a razor blade.
Oh, yeah, that should have been like a real heads up too. You know, if you're playing with anything like a carpet knife or something like that and you hesitate, you should probably go with the hesitation.
Yeah, exactly. And part of it is I had the carpet knife, which would have been good, but I couldn't find it, so I used just like a razor blade outside of any type of holder. So
Did anybody pull out the green bean casserole and go, "What's this?" and have the tip of your finger?
no, this was just a couple days ago. It was after Thanksgiving, thank goodness. So
So it's your last minor injury actually killed you instead. What would you have been doing? Val was playing with the razor blade, which makes a lot of sense.
Could very easily kill you.
Wow. All right. So we'll keep an eye out, see if anybody posts anything else. My last minor injury that would have killed me would have been a sliver in my finger. Died 3 days later.
Oh, geez. It was massive infection.
Yeah, I tried to cut around it.
With a razor blade?
Yeah. Let's see. There's people posted on the internet being playfully attacked by my cat. All right, we got 2 new cats for Thanksgiving. We're cat crazy now.
Really? How'd
Yeah.
you get 2 new cats?
Well, Sammy wanted a cat, so we went to the Humane Society. She wanted to adopt one, and we adopted her a cat. And Lindsay, my other daughter, who's a huge fan of cats, could not take all the kittens, so she got a kitten of the cat that Lindsay got. So we have the mom and one of her babies.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it's been, and then I have a cat, and Lindsay's got 2 other cats, and we all live next to each other. So it's been just like a big cat party. So
I love it.
I know you would be going crazy.
I would be in heaven right now.
Val loves cats so much she uses a litter box.
Brad's getting really tired of scooping it out, though.
Oh, wow. I can always count on my sister to take it a step further. All right, death by minor injury, stepping on a Lego while trying to build a helicopter.
Ooh.
I like this one.
I could see that happening, though, too, as you're hopping around yelling obscenities and then you fall down the stairs or something.
Ron chimes in from Guam this morning and
Good morning,
says,
Ron.
bedroom sports.
So he already injured himself doing that.
And died. Wow.
As Brad would say, though, he'd say, what a way to go.
Yes. All right, Ron, this is for you.
Hail to the king, baby.
Yeah. Another death by minor injury, hiking with preschoolers. I fell down and they ate me.
I could see wanting to die.
Death by minor injury, a pizza cutter dropped on my foot.
Oh, ow.
Might be possible. I don't know. This one happened to Val. She opened a bottle of wine and sliced her finger on the foil seal and bled to death.
That could happen.
This could happen too. Val died while bathing my cats. You ever bathed
Yes.
a cat?
Yes, I have. And it's not fun.
So I did it once because I had a cat and I lived in Seattle. Fleas are really bad over there. I think everybody has them. even the people. So I had to like flea dip her in the bathtub, very traumatic. But after that, the cat always wanted to get in the bathtub with you.
Oh, really?
Always. Yeah, it was a thing. So yes, I have actually once taken a bath with a cat.
Well, my long-haired cat, Mila, she would occasionally be a little loose in the stool. And she had long hair.
Okay.
So, yeah, there was a couple times I had to do
Lady
that.
the cat. It sounds dangerous. All right. Death by minor injury while peeling an orange. Or a sweet potato.
Oh, have you ever had that orange juice get squirted in your eye?
Oh. A hand sanitizer. Seen that one. It was the best when I watched somebody, it had like coagulated at the end of the hand sanitizer, and they gave it a good slap with the hand, and they had their mouth open at the same time. Guess where it went?
Still probably better than your eye.
It was wonderful too. It was one of my exes. Here, next time, try a shot glass. Oh.
And then she said, I just can't see myself staying married to you.
All right. Last one here. Death by minor injury. These were your last injury actually killed you. For pretend. Trying to peel a potato with a cheese grater.
Oh, really? Again, anytime that you use the wrong tool for the job, that's when you get hurt.
Yeah. What were you using the razor blade for, Val?
It had to do with my art. I was trying to get some resin off of a piece.
Resin.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were doing something else.
No. Epoxy resin.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ron thinks we're having too much fun this morning.
Yes, we should have kept doing it at his expense.
Right. Well, Ron, evidently you can never have too much fun.
Apparently. Wow. Well, he can have, if he keeps doing that sooner or later. All right. Grossest thing. This is for Val. Grossest thing someone brought to a potluck. That could have been Thanksgiving. So after Thanksgiving, there was a ton. We had a spread for 7 people. So we had a ton of containers. Everybody took leftovers home, right? So yesterday, I made myself a thing of leftovers, and I found a pod. I don't know which leftover it came from or who made it, but I found some kind of really hard, like a marble and round, but it almost looks like a seed pod or something. And I don't know which food it was in.
Oh.
But I almost ate it last night, or I should say I almost broke a tooth on it. So this is the grossest thing someone brought to a potluck with Val.
It is always kind of scary when we hear things like, hey, everyone's bringing a dish on Friday for the company party. Or, hey, the whole family is coming over Saturday and I'm cooking a ham and a pot roast. Want to bring a side dish? You just never know what you're going to get.
Because the odds are, if it's enough people, somebody's going to give you food poisoning. That's the way I look at it.
I know. Stay away from the potato salad if you don't know where.
How long it's out. Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what was the grossest thing somebody brought to a party or something that we've had.
Sweet potatoes.
I love sweet potatoes. I would be happy with that. My one friend that I no longer see, she used to come for Thanksgiving all the time and bring sweet potatoes, and I don't miss her, but I miss her sweet potatoes.
Wow, Val. Wow. Wow.
I'm on the naughty list, I know.
guess. Wow.
All right, here's what the internet had to say about this. It said, we had a potluck today and someone brought some Doritos. People started eating them and complaining they tasted like dirt. We looked at the bag and they expired in 2018. This was a mixed department potluck, and we haven't found the person that brought the 5-year-old chips.
Why is there a shoe on the buffet?
We were at someone's house one time when they brought out crackers and we're eating the crackers, and you're like, it wasn't just like when something's stale, like chips, and isn't crunchy anymore. This tasted old. It was weird.
You sure they weren't my Soylent Green crackers?
It could have been.
Could have been.
All right. Someone made brownies with ground meat in them to a church potluck.
Oh,
Brownies with ground meat. My vegetarian friend discovered this when she bit into one. She was more confused and horrified about their existence than she was upset about eating meat. It was the concept of this abomination itself that was disturbing and baffling.
who would put meat in a brownie?
I don't know.
I don't think you could do it accidentally either. Chocolate and meat.
No.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna try it now. Though the next hamburger I have, I'm gonna have like some hamburger and some chocolate.
And followed by a bite of brownie.
Yeah.
How about this one? Someone brought deviled eggs, and instead of sprinkling paprika on them, they used cinnamon.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Huh.
Ooh.
Now I have to try that too.
We had a friend who evidently it was a family recipe to put cinnamon in their chili. And it was, I don't know, they loved it. I thought it was super bizarre.
Our mom did cinnamon in chicken soup.
Yeah, that was, I don't know.
I still do it today.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
I haven't done that since we were kids.
No, I put cinnamon in my, even if if it isn't homemade and making it out of a can, I'll put some cinnamon in it.
Interesting.
Try it.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought that, hadn't even remembered we used to do that till you just said it.
Yeah. It doesn't taste quite right, though. I think I'm missing boogers or something.
She used to put a slice of single sliced cheese, American cheese, on her banana bread too. I never kind of got that.
Whoa.
Mom did.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I missed that one. I'm glad.
Yeah. All right. How about an apple pie, but they didn't have apple pie spices like clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and said they used taco seasoning by accident and expected people to eat it.
I tell you, that was one spicy pie. I don't know about the rest of you, but I got to go to the bathroom.
Ooh, that's disgusting. Oh, how about as everyone is eating, one of the women says, "I'm sorry if you find ant cat hair in the green bean casserole." Ant cat?
Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be cat hair.
The cat. Find cat hair in the green bean casserole. My cat kept getting up on the counter to nibble at the edges.
Oh,
Oh.
nummy.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
And then the last one, this person said, I worked at a patient care clinic with mostly nurses. One nurse brought mashed potatoes inside of a Walmart bag. Not inside of a bowl, inside of a Walmart bag. Mashed potatoes loose inside of a plastic Walmart bag. They could have previously held raw chicken or some other gross thing. A nurse. A nurse did this.
Wow. It's like those things you could whisper in other people's ears we were doing a couple weeks ago. And say, do you have macaroni and cheese in your pockets too?
Yeah, just like me.
Right.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, man. And, I'm sure let's see if anybody else. Oh, by the way, Ken said about all those cat litters on sale at Costco. Okay. Unwritten rules of being a man. All right. These are all things us men do. All right. Do quite well.
All right.
First unwritten rule, you got that? You will return the head nod. It's a guy thing. You don't have to say hi. Don't have to wave. Nothing. Just give the head nod.
Just a head nod.
Especially for strangers, When you meet eye to eye. Just give the head nod.
You might want to avoid the wink next time, Scott.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
Was it the voice I used too?
Yeah.
I do this one like crazy. Always click the tongs before use.
Yeah. And
And
it's
in the
usually
middle.
not just one. Yeah, you got to keep doing
yeah.
it.
Click the tongs before they go toward anything. Got to click them. All right. Be nice to everyone's mom. You know, I was
Aw.
following an old lady in a car, and she was driving about 10 miles an hour all the way through town. And I really fought the urge to toot my horn, and that was because I was thinking my mom did the same thing, and I wouldn't want somebody to honk at my mom. So
There you go.
just let her
Nice.
be.
Now, Grandpa, I'll honk at him all day long. It's like, oh, please get out of the way.
Somebody take his keys.
Yes. Oh.
All right, if a man encounters another man digging a hole, the first man shall offer either physical labor assistance or engineering support. I'm a professional engineer supporter.
Somebody has to lean on the shovel.
That's right. And look busy. All right. Unwritten rules of being a man will not take more than one trip to bring in all the grocery bags from the car. Oh, I don't do that to myself.
Oh, I do that as a woman. I always joke that that's the one thing I really missed when the kids finally moved out is I had no one to help me carry groceries in.
Marion has this excellent disease that is called Clutchinson's. And I'm always amazed at how many groceries she can clutch. And since I got the bad fingers before I get my fat, lazy butt out of the car, she's already got like 8 bags of groceries all scooped up, in the Walmart bags around her arms and marching into the house. She's good at it. So I say just stand back and let them do it. That's my unwritten rules of being a man.
Oh,
Let's
goodness.
see. Unwritten rule being a man, always offer to move heavy furniture, even if you secretly hope they say no. All right, and the last, very last, unwritten rule of being a man, silent farts around strangers, loud farts among friends.
What about the one you think's going to be silent?
That's called an oopsie.
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 They're all gonna laugh at you!
All right, Val. Reasons why women didn't go on second dates. There might be some ones for men in here as well, but
There
this
might
is
be.
fun.
All right. This again was a topic that was put out there on the internet. This woman said he used his pocket knife to cut me a slice of cake and later scraped some dirt clumps off of his shoe with the same knife. I asked him if he ever cleaned the knife and he replied, no, why? Oh, disgusting. He confessed that he was madly in love with me the same day we met.
Oh, back to the elf pickup lines.
Stalker much?
Yeah.
This woman said that we were pulled over and his car was searched and he had a brick of cocaine in the trunk.
Oh.
I almost got arrested. He finally vouched that it was a blind date and I was innocent.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this woman giving a reason why she never went on a second date with this person. She said he tried to change my order with the waitress because I didn't order what he recommended.
Wow.
Ooh.
Sounds controlling.
You're way off.
Yes.
I say you're way off this time, son.
Yep.
This person says, I went out to dinner with a guy. I ordered my steak medium rare after he ordered his well done. Suddenly, I was making him look less manly. He changed his order to match mine and then complained all night long about how well done is better.
Okay.
This one actually comes from a man. He says, she told me that aliens cause jet lag
Oh.
because they have nothing better to do.
It was a few years ago, and I was chatting with a girl online, and she started telling me how the whole thing, and it was the first time I heard it, how the liberals were stealing the adrenaline from kids. And that's how Nancy Pelosi live so long, be so old and still alive. That's what it was.
I was going to say, that's how she stays looking so young, because that ain't working.
Yeah, that ain't working. Yeah.
Oh.
Time to musk up.
Okay.
Here's another one from a guy. I went on a date with a woman from the office. I thought we had good chemistry and got along well. She couldn't find her phone, so I tried calling it, and someone from the restaurant answered. I went back in for her to get it, and the waitress showed me I was saved in her contacts under free food.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh. I have someone I know that has been trying to find someone to date for a long time. So she's done all the online dating stuff. And she refuses to give them a real name until they've dated several, until she thinks
several free meals.
Well, yeah. So she always had a nickname for them. I just thought that was kind of rude.
It reminded me of my eldest daughter when she started college. I had this talk with her and stuff, and she didn't date a lot in high school. I said, boys are going to go nuts for you in college. And she said, so she calls me one day and we're talking. She says, you were right, Dad. She goes, I've been having lots of dates. And she said, in fact, I haven't paid for, it's like Friday, right? And she says, I haven't paid for one meal this week. And I said, all the same guy? And she said, no, all different.
You go, girl.
It's like, I don't think I want to know about this.
Speaking of which, Brad had said several times since seeing Lindsay, he's like, she is so pretty.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah. All right. Finally, this is from Miguel. She said he insisted on paying for our dinner and then totally stiffed the server. I tried to leave a tip and he got really mad at me because he was paying and it was his decision to tip or not. Wow.
That's horrible.
That is horrible. These are all legitimate reasons not to go on a second date.
Totally. All right. KCHW, Chihuahua. Thanks for being along with us this morning. We're moving along. Christmas lights. I want to know, has Brad been putting up Christmas lights on the house yet?
We haven't put up outdoor Christmas lights in ages just because we're just like so far off the road. And I don't know. I just kind of think it's kind of a waste of time. I'd rather have them all in the house where I can enjoy them.
Okay. And you do have a ton of lights.
I do.
I probably shouldn't make fun of you.
It's a pot calling the kettle black.
If Marion would let me, my house would look like a disco.
Yes.
When you
Mine
flush
too.
the toilet, lights would start flashing in other places.
Although Brad's usually the one when people come over and go, honey, hit the party lights.
Christmas lights, a little bit of history for you. Prior to the 1880s, Christmas trees were lit by candles. Guess how many houses burnt down?
Yes.
Yes. All right, this changed thanks to Thomas Edison and his colleague Edward Johnson. After Edison patented the light bulb in 1880, Johnson hand-wired 80 red, white, and blue bulbs and strung them together around a tree in New York City, creating the first electric Christmas light display.
Ooh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is. Wow. I can't imagine having a candle on a dry pine tree.
Yeah. Oh, just woof. It's just-
Like a trailer house.
yeah.
And if you have a Christmas tree with candles on it in a trailer house, you're asking for trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Your tornado's going to hit you next. First Christmas lights were quite expensive. In 1900, a string of 16 bulbs sold for a pricey $12. That's about $350 in today's money.
Wow.
By 1914, a 16-foot string cost just $1.75. A little more reasonable. Let's see. Today, an estimated 150 million light sets are sold in America each year. They light 80 million homes and consume 6% of the nation's electrical load each December.
Wow. I love the LED lights now. I mean, compared to what we went through as kids trying to, get a string of lights to work and trying to find that one bulb that's burnt out. And yeah.
It was nice when I finally became adult enough where I could just throw them away and go buy a new set.
I mean, they're cheap enough. Why are you putting yourself through this misery?
Yeah, I only got 50 bulbs left to go. And that's like a Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase when he's got 12,000 bulbs on the house and one's out and none of them will work.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing is like with my first like pre-lit tree was not LED, and so when when that starts going out, you're trying everything to find out where that one bulb is. So yeah.
Just replace that one bulb with a candle.
Oh yeah, perfect idea. At least the artificial tree probably has some fire rating.
Maybe. Let's see. Last one, 1894, excuse me. President Grover Cleveland put electrical lights on the White House tree, making him the first president to do so. This act played a significant role in popularizing the use of electric Christmas lights. It was 1894. And then our last question on this one is Christmas trees real or artificial? Val?
Because I like to put my Christmas tree up at least by the first day after Thanksgiving. The last few years it's been before Thanksgiving. So it has to be artificial.
Has to be artificial.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And then again, they're pre-lit. And so stringing the lights is a nightmare in itself
because you can't get
on
them
a
perfect.
real tree.
It's hard to get them on there perfect. I'm the same way.
Right.
My favorite tree I've ever had was a fake white one, and people think I'm weird for that.
I want a flocked tree so bad. It's like I'm gonna have to like
I almost
do
hit
the
the delay. What does that mean?
they look like snow on them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's basically a white tree, but you can see some of the green coming through. But it's just like a heavily flocked tree.
Okay.
That I want one really, really bad. So I'm gonna have to like look after Christmas and find one on sale. But oh yeah, they're just so pretty. I really want one.
I was thinking it was like one with all that horrible, this black stuff that grows on it.
Like the moss.
Yeah. I want a mossy tree.
No, I want a white one, but more of that real tree with a snowy look.
Real tree
So.
with a snowy look. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can make that happen for you, Val.
Yeah.
All
And we
right.
went to a friend's house over the weekend, and she had a 12-foot artificial tree, but it was like one of the really skinny ones.
Oh.
And I would like a skinny one just because it would, with a cat tree in the living room and a dog bed and karaoke stuff, there's just not a lot of room in my living room. So I would like a tall, skinny one just to
They
take
called
up
those
listen.
pencil trees.
Yes, I want a pencil tree. Pencil
I
flock
learned
tree.
that last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So anybody out there, if you see a flocked pencil tree on sale somewhere, really good price, let me know.
Okay. She'll buy it.
I'll buy it.
All right. Val, let's skip down to news and nuggets because since we're talking about the holidays, there are a couple holiday shopping stories. First one, Purdue University expert on retail sales put the holiday shopping season into perspective. Val, what do we know about holiday shopping?
Well, give me a second because I was really not in the Interprep at all. So let me get back to my news and nuggets today.
It's on the cheat sheet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
I was thinking it was on. You sent me some. All right. News and nuggets. I'm there. Look at me.
Look at you.
All right. Holiday shopping. Although many believe the Friday after Thanksgiving is the busiest shopping day of the year, it is not. It is the 5th to 10th busiest day.
Really? Okay.
The Friday and Saturday before Christmas are the two busiest shopping days of the year, but before Christmas. Okay, I'm catching up. 9 of the top 10 busiest shopping days of the year are in December.
Okay.
Thanksgiving weekend accounts for 8.5% of total yearly retail sales.
That's still huge.
Yes. Yeah. The most purchased holiday item is clothing. That surprises me. Because unless it's like a spouse or your kids and you really know the size that they wear, I think clothing is I think that's a risky choice.
I
mean,
do too.
Yeah.
Because what if they don't like it? I mean, clothing's something you kind of need to pick, unless you really know their taste, or you were standing beside them. Like, let's say it's your significant other, and they go, "Oh, I really like that jacket," or "I really like that dress." Then you know.
Yeah, and you know their size and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
Not guys.
Well, there is that.
We don't know what size you are. I think she's a 22.
And that's why you no longer have a girlfriend.
Oops. No, I looked online. She's still there.
And the last one in retail survey, most stores began adding decorations for the Christmas holidays on or around October 15th.
People are still angry about it. You know what that tells me is that the Friday and Saturday before Christmas are the two busiest shopping days of the year. Almost the entire country are procrastinators.
Yes.
Wow. I don't feel alone anymore. All right. One more on this. It's a short one. During this gift buying season, there's a very strong chance your partner is planning on buying something without you knowing. This sounds like something Val might do. Study found
What?
Study found that nearly 1 in 3 Americans say they plan on buying something and not telling their partner about it. Now, by the way, this is often referred to as financial infidelity.
Oh.
Financial infidelity is the act of hiding purchases from a partner. Study revealed that almost 8 out of 10 Americans have hidden a purchase from a partner, with parents being the worst offenders than couples without kids. Cheaters. Those who reported secret spending were less happy in their relationships than those who were honest about their money habits. All right. What purchase did you try and keep from Brad, Val?
There's nothing big. Sometimes I don't want him to know how much I actually spend on art supplies.
Because he thinks you're making money on that stuff, right?
But we always consult each other about major purchases.
Cool. So I've been thinking about secretly buying a 75-inch TV. Do you think Marion will notice?
Brad wouldn't.
Brad wouldn't.
But I think Marion would.
Okay.
It's funny because Brad has suddenly got this urge to get a side-by-side. And I'm really, I'm kind of surprised because he's always said, I really don't need one. But yeah, he's like, you better keep me out of town the next couple weeks because I really want to go buy a side-by-side.
But isn't he pretty much blind?
Well, that's why you have a side-by-side.
Oh, so
Doesn't require a driver's license. Oh. No, he would just love it to run around the farm and maybe take up in the woods. So yeah. I was just really surprised because I didn't think it was something that he was interested in getting.
Are you going to support him?
Of course.
Oh,
of course. Yeah.
All right. Do you think he's listening this morning? Brad, go pick it out. She said yes. So I know what Brad's getting for Christmas now, side by side.
There you go. Yeah. So we'll see.
I think I might change my mind from a TV.
Well, he keeps telling me, that maybe this spring we'll get another Mustang convertible, and I want that. I love the look of about the 2007s, kind of where they've got the really beefy looking front headlights, and so kind of in that range where it has that front end. And so I don't want a new one. I just want my 2007 to 2010, I think.
So you had one before, and unfortunately it was purple.
Yeah, it was great. I loved my purple Mustang. I miss it, and I'm sorry I sold it. But it was not the year that I want. It was a 96, and the 96, the headlights were really small in front. It just wasn't, So I want that look. So Brad looks all the time on Marketplace and Craigslist for some. But so
those
he goes,
90s Mustangs were horrible. I mean, I know you loved yours. It was purple and it was convertible, and that's cool. But I bought one in an emergency one time as a beater mobile, and it was the most plastic, chintzy feeling car I think I'd ever been in. I have never been in a Yugo, but it had to be comparable.
Yeah, and see, I didn't feel like mine was. And I don't know. It was because that was That was my second Mustang convertible. And I just remember the first one was like an 85, but it was, I mean, it was a V8. It was like, it was a really beefy one, but those 85 years are kind of different looking too, right? Really short bodied but you put down the top and there was no way I could control my hair. I mean, I tried scarves, I tried hats. I mean, whatever you had on your head, including your hair, would try to blow off. And so the 96 was awesome. I could wear a hat in that baby and it didn't come off. So, I miss it. And I didn't think I'd miss it that bad, but I do. So sometime in the next couple years, I'm going to have another Mustang convertible.
Is this what they call first world problems?
Yes.
Huh.
Well, it is to me.
Oh. All right. So then I've got
Side by
something.
side convertible. I don't know.
Oh. That sounds like you each have your Christmas presents picked out.
Oh, there you go.
And you need to do a second mortgage. Okay. Have you seen the price on a side by side? Let's wrap this up because we got to go to break soon. And I want to challenge Val. She deserves it now after those comments.
Oh.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
My sister.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
All right, Val, it's going to be tough today. Experts on consumer spending say when we shop with one of these, we buy 40% more. You don't have one right now. Well, that you would probably take shopping.
A bottle of tequila.
No, and I'm sure you have one somewhere. Experts on consumer spending say when we shop with one of these with us, we buy 40% more.
Oh, children.
Yes. I was going to say they're evil and on two legs. It originated in Egypt and was considered an essential food for the afterlife.
Oh.
Nowadays, everybody hates it. What is it?
Yeah. I was going to say like pomegranates or something, but
Everybody hates these. Holiday tradition.
Oh, your sweet potatoes or yams?
I said everybody hates them, not just me.
Oh, it's a holiday tradition. Everybody hates them. Fruitcakes.
Fruitcake, yeah. The funny thing is you could probably dig up a mummy and find a totally good fruitcake with it.
Probably could.
Sorry. Spy the lie, all right? 3 statements, you tell me which one's a lie. First one, sea otters have a pouch that they can use to store their favorite rock. When a school of baby catfish are threatened, their father opens his huge mouth and the youngsters swim inside to hide. A group of flamingos is known as a flaming group. Which one's the lie?
The flamingos are not known as a flaming group, are they?
So then what would they be known as? Or do you know what they are known as?
I don't.
A group of flamingos is known as a flamboyance.
A flamboyance.
A flamboyance.
Oh, I have heard that before. I just would not have remembered. Oh, I got it right, though.
And a sea otter does have a pouch. I didn't know that. They store rocks in them, and they use those rocks to crack open clams, crabs, and other shellfish on their tummies, as well as to hammer abalone. How do you say it? Abalone?
Abalone.
Abalone shells. There you go.
Oh.
All right.
Wow.
I didn't know they were that creative in their minds, that they could use tools.
Yes, they're smart little things.
Pretty amazing. All right. I can't even do that yet. Spy the lie.
You just use your head.
Use my head to crack open rocks? Yes.
No, abalone
Yes,
shells. Abalone shells.
No rocks. All right. This is the Spy the Lie Christmas Tree Edition, Val. Yay. Happy holidays. All right. Which one's the lie? Real Christmas trees are grown in all 50 states. There are about 1 million acres in production for growing Christmas trees. Each acre of Christmas trees provides the daily oxygen requirement of 18,000 people.
Oh, this one's tough. I feel like the first one's true, that they grow in every state.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Okay. The second one, it was a million. Was it a million Give me the second
there
one again.
are about 1 million acres in production for growing Christmas trees.
Oh, gosh. That seems like it might be on the small side. I'll go with that's a lie. Ah.
Nope, each acre of Christmas trees provide the daily oxygen requirements of 18,000 people. No, just 18 people.
Okay, 18 people. Yeah, I guess I did think that sounded a little high. Yeah. All
And
right.
you went with it anyways?
Yeah, who knows? My my skills of deduction failed me there.
Okay. Each year in the U.S., 250 house fires begin with what?
A Christmas tree?
Yes. And not the ones with candles, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody still does that. Do Christmas candles on your Christmas tree. That's kind of strange.
That would be insane.
Would be insane. Seems dangerous. I think I'll try it later. All right. Well, maybe when we come back from break. And we're going to
Marion, have the fire extinguisher ready.
Okay,
That's all
yeah,
I got.
get the fire extinguisher going. All right, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we've got a good supply of odd news stories for you today, which is always fun. We'll do a little bit of history and more. You just have to stay right here. It's KCHW 102.7, and we will be right back.
It's 8:17.
Programming made possible by donations from the following.
Fired Up Pizza. Fired Up Pizza, located at 206 East Main Avenue in downtown Chewelah, offers craft beverages and brick oven fired pizza, including a variety of sandwiches, salads, pasta, and homemade soups. Featuring weekly events such as bingo, karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChewelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChewelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Chewelah Motel and RV Park. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chewelah, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and 58-inch screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots with 30-amp service. For reservations, they can be reached at 509-935-4763 or ChewelahMotelandRVPark.com. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, 301 South Park Street in Chewelah.
Your KCHW morning show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW, Chewelah, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chewelah.
The Public News Service NOAA Newscast, November the 28th, 2023. I'm Mike Clifford. Researchers are out with new findings they say show death rates linked to air pollution from coal plants are underestimated.
The study, led by experts at a handful of U.S. universities, found that over the past 2 decades, there were 460,000 premature deaths nationally associated with fine particulate matter sent into the air from coal-fired power plants. That's more than what health and scientific communities had previously thought. Kieran Gallagher with the group Clean Wisconsin says while coal facilities are being phased out, utilities and policymakers should speed up the energy transition.
A lot of wind and solar is being added to the electricity grid every day, and it just needs to ramp up faster.
Utilities around the U.S. have announced emissions goals, but some companies contend certain fossil fuels can't be completely put to rest right away because of electricity demands while cleaner sources are added. But Gallagher says the regulatory scene in states like Wisconsin makes it easier for utilities to move the goalposts. She's hopeful stricter standards being weighed by the federal EPA will prompt stronger commitments. I'm Mike Moen reporting.
Study authors show that the rate of deaths from coal pollution began to slow as more plants are being shut down. Now from CNN, a new group of 11 freed hostages is back in Israel, the Israeli Defense Forces said. Monday, all are Israelis with dual citizenship. The release came after Qatar said an agreement had been reached to extend the Israeli-Hamas truce in Gaza by 2 additional days. Under the agreement, Hamas is to release 10 hostages each day, according to an Israeli senior advisor. CNN notes that the 4-day truce, which was slated to end on Tuesday, marked the first major diplomatic breakthrough in the conflict. Now to Illinois, where seniors have new hurdles to overcome to get to college.
High school students are waiting several extra weeks to get their hands on a newly designed free application for student aid. You might know it better as FAFSA. The delay places students behind the ball for when they can apply for financial aid. Tabitha Jackson works with seniors at Longwood High School, a charter school in Chicago. She says FAFSA has always been an Achilles heel, but the delay, combined with the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to repeal affirmative action, has further exasperated the process.
It's so frustrating, and it's so hurtful to let a student know because of who I am, I may not have some additional support or some additional benefits of being able to go to this school. My question is to my students, if affirmative action stops at this level, what's next?
Jackson says a lot of students don't want debt. The 2024-25 FAFSA form is expected to be available by the end of 2023. I'm Joe Ullery reporting.
This is Public News Service. Now to Virginia, where the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission approved a plan extending a natural gas pipeline. More now from Edwin J. Vieira.
The Virginia Reliability Plan and Transcott's CEC project calls for compressor stations and a natural gas pipeline extension in communities already harmed by fossil fuels impacts, such as Petersburg. The city ranked as the least healthy in Virginia, according to the University of Wisconsin's County Health Rankings and Roadmaps. Tim Sawinski with the Sierra Club's Virginia chapter says projects like this undermine the state's climate progress.
Whether it's a natural gas pipeline project that's doubling the size of diameter or a proposal to build a natural gas quote-unquote peaker plant in Chesterfield, Virginia. All of these go against Virginia's goals, specifically since we're the last stronghold in the South that has any kind of climate commitment.
He says the state can't reach its climate goals and uphold environmental justice if projects like this continue to be approved. The project's environmental impact statement is explicit on the detriments this project poses, but Sawinski says Petersburg is a sacrifice zone. This is an area where fossil fuel companies already have an approved project and go there for a new project, since the area is already facing environmental impacts. I'm Edwin J. Vieira.
Feedback to the project has been particularly negative. Numerous community environmental groups voice their opposition, and advocates say policymakers need to understand the importance in plans like this not being implemented. Meantime, as the weather turns colder, 2 groups of people in one North Dakota city that are generations apart appear to be in good shape to navigate housing issues that might surface this winter and beyond. It is thanks to a mentorship initiative, the Bringing Generations Together project in Grand Forks, funded by an AARP Community Challenge grant. Nearly 20 college students were paired with 10 older residents in an area near the University of the North Dakota campus. The project coordinator is Shaylee Miller.
I really see this project as providing a space for these generations to connect in a way that they might not have had the chance to before.
With some funding left over, they hope to revive the initiative in the spring. Finally, from Alex Gonzalez, a new project in southern Arizona aims to support local reporting.
Earlier this month, civic leaders and the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona announced the local news initiative of Southern Arizona. Foundation president and CEO Jenny Flynn says the initiative will raise philanthropic dollars to help increase and strengthen local news across the region. Flynn says the media ecosystem is changing and contends it's urgent to ensure quality journalism remains a core pillar of our communities and democracy.
We kind of have to get to the next phase of what will be kind of a media ecosystem that is a little more sustainable and hopefully has much more, as I said, that sort of local perspective.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Here's on interesting radio stations, your favorite podcast platform. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
And as soon as I turned my mic on, we're back.
I was going to say, I don't hear you.
It's KCHW 102.7. Thanks for being with us on a Tuesday. You've got Scott Allen and my wonderful sister, Valerie Hunter. Yay! Who she did stellar on trivia today. So, well, you did okay.
Well, I did okay.
You did okay. All right.
You win some, you lose some.
How come I usually lose them? All right. We wrapped up those trivia questions. We're going to start off this section from our prep sheet where I have today's celebrity birthdays for November 28th. First up, Berry Gordy Jr. He's the Motown Records founder, turning 94 today. Ed Harris from Top Gun, Maverick, probably his most recent film, 73. Epitha Merkson from Law & Order, 71. Proof that me and Val are getting old. Judd Nelson, 64. Wow. Jon Stewart, 61. Mary Elizabeth Winstead from Birds of Prey and 10 Cloverfield Lane, 39. Karen Gillan from the Jumanji films and Nebula in Marvel. I love her. She is 36. And Joe Cole from John Shelby, who is John Shelby on Peaky Blinders, is 35 today. And for today's history, we go to my sister.
All right. This day in 1895, the first American automobile race took place over the 54 miles from Chicago's Jackson Park to Evanston, Illinois. Frank Juria won in approximately 10 hours.
Wow. Okay.
1907 in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Scrap metal dealer Louis B. Meyer opened his first movie theater.
Wow. 1907.
1907. 1975, as the world turns on the edge of night, the last two American soap operas that had resisted going to pre-tape broadcast air their last live episodes. I did not, especially as the world turns, I didn't know that was live.
Yeah, they were. I would love to see some like old blooper takeouts from those two where they had like a mistake live on the air like we do all the time.
That's interesting, huh? In 1991, in a panic, a California turkey carver called the Butterball Turkey talk line and screamed that there was no breast meat on his Butterball. Phone helper Jean Chanel suggested he might have the bird upside down. She was right.
It's horrible.
Oh, goodness. 1995, President Clinton signed a road bill that ended the federal 55-mile-per-hour speed limit.
Yay! That was horrible. Yay. That was way too slow. Way too slow.
Yes.
Yeah.
In 2012, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, the first of the Hobbit film series, premiered in Wellington, New Zealand.
Okay.
2016, Hamilton set a new record for most money earned in a week on Broadway. That number, $3.3 million.
Wow. All right.
That's crazy. And finally, in 2020, Joe Biden, like we care, but Joe Biden injured his foot playing with his dog Major.
I think he just tripped.
I think Major has had to be removed from the White House. He was too aggressive.
He's bit another Secret Service agent.
Yeah.
Huh. I heard they had the same problem with Trump.
He bit his Secret Service agents?
Yes. All right. Special events for today. It's Giving Tuesday. That means you should donate. And what a better place to donate than public radio. There you go. Just go to kchw.org and we can hook you up. And just get a membership maybe. All right.
There you go.
It's a letter writing day. What's that?
People still write letters?
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I wrote a letter.
I can't either. We've got a friend that sends cards all the time with a little note in the card. But yeah, I'm not even sure I have any postage stamps.
So my daughter's significant other has a sister still in Washington, a younger sister, and he's in his mid to late 20s, and they write letters back and forth between Washington and here in Maine, and I thought that was really cute.
It is cute.
All right. It is French Toast Day, and I noticed the kids were having French toast for breakfast.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that. Red Planet Day. Okay, and Day for Mars, and Turkey Leftover Day. I'm still eating it. I hope it's not spoiled.
We're looking at 5 days. I think you're pressing your luck if you're still eating turkey 5 days later.
Well, this is kind of a bonus for people that are watching online, especially if you're watching the video feed, you can see my very first Thanksgiving turkey right there. Does that look burnt? It sure tasted burnt.
So appetizing.
I basted it in motor oil.
It looks like it.
Doesn't it?
Slathered some tar on it.
This was an actual picture from online from somebody's turkey when they pulled it out.
Either that or they made one completely of black licorice.
It's my black licorice turkey. It's a good thing.
Oh, wow.
Totally safe, I promise.
You would think the smoke detectors would have been going crazy in that house.
Yeah, that's just, it looks like they basted it with the wrong thing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, number of the day, Val.
Ken thinks those are Black Friday turkeys.
10,000 points for Ken. Number of the day, would you just stay with us there?
Sure, 29.
Okay.
And that is the most operations that a football player has had during a career. 2 players actually had 29 operations. Mark Schlereth of the Denver Broncos, and Dan Hampshire of the Chicago Bears.
Huh. Well, Biden's had the most stitches. Sorry. No slip and fall jokes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're not.
All right. Val, this is for you. If we go down to News and Nuggets, you can see women sleep better when they sleep next to dogs. Tell us about this, and then I want to know if that's true for you.
All right. A study from Canisius College found that women sleep better next to dogs than their human partners. Of the 962 women interviewed, 55% of them shared the bed with at least one dog, and 31% of them shared the bed with at least one cat. The study found 57% of the women shared the bed with a human partner as well. Dogs were less likely to wake their owners in the middle of the night than cats and humans.
I wonder why.
The study found that both cats and humans were equally disruptive to women's sleep and provided them with fewer feelings of comfort and security than dogs. Dog owners also reported earlier sleep and wake times than cat owners and participants without pets. And researchers from the Mayo Clinic in Arizona conducted a study of 40 healthy adults, both male and female, and found that people who slept with a dog in the bedroom got more rest than people who didn't. Although the Mayo study found sleeping with a dog in the bed, as opposed to another place in the bedroom, could disrupt the sleep cycle.
All right, so you sleep better when the dog's in the bed or the cat?
We have never, since we've been married, never had a dog that we allowed to sleep on the bed.
Okay. All right.
So usually they're bigger dogs, and yeah, there's just not enough room. But Charlie does sleep. He has his own bed at the foot of our bed on the floor. So he does sleep in the bedroom, and he's actually a pretty good sleeper. So that hasn't been a problem. Now, the cats, oh yeah, I can testify that the cat will disrupt your sleep cycle at least once a night.
Mine doesn't, but she her favorite place is down where my feet should be. So I end up spending the whole night uncomfortable in the fetal position.
Yes, yeah. And why do we not want to disturb our cats? I mean,
no, they're so cute when they're sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have no problem moving your dog, but we tend not to want to move our cats.
I'll tell Marion to scoot over, but I won't wake the cat.
Now, Lily wants to lick my face and suck on my ear. And so when she comes to bed at night, I spend the next 10 minutes trying to fend off her advances. So I'm like this, trying to keep her from licking me.
So why don't you just, so it's like Brad when you guys first got married.
Yeah, fending off his advances.
And how did you do that, Val? Demonstrate that again on camera? Oh, yeah. There you go, ladies. Try that at home. Wow, Val. All right. What we love about winter. Val, do you love anything about winter? I hear you whine about winter a lot. What do you like about winter?
I don't think I whine that much about winter. I actually like winter.
Okay.
I like when it snows. I mean, the only time I get kind of tired of it is when it's just gray and you're not getting snow.
Yeah.
It's just gray. But no, I like winter. I love to have snow for the holidays. I like it until about end of January, then I'm done.
So I think it's beautiful when it snows too, and I'd say it says winter's not our favorite season by far. But what I don't like, so I love it when it snows. What I hate is after it's been plowed and snow blown.
Oh yeah, it just looks dirty
It
and
looks dirty and gross, and yeah. So stop plowing and stop going places, folks.
just stay home so we can have that beautiful, undisturbed snow. Yeah. My problem is I'm getting to where there's not many seasons I like. Isn't that terrible? I've never liked spring around the Pacific Northwest because it's windy and it's cold and it's rainy and you just get so I've never liked spring. I used to like summer, but it's just gotten so where it's so hot and miserable and dry that you're just like, you feel like you stay in the house in the air conditioning. And then I love fall and I like winter. So there's, I guess, 2 out of the 4 seasons. I don't know. It's getting bad.
Well, there's a push now in Washington, in Olympia, to change summer to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can see that.
Yeah.
Smoke season.
Yeah. Spring,
I think
smoke, fall, and winter.
I feel like we have summer. It's about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then it goes to smoke season for the rest of that time.
All right.
So yeah.
Top things in the survey that people liked were the crisp, fresh morning air, beautiful scenery, sitting by a fire, walking through crunchy leaves, and Christmas lights.
Oh, gotta love the Christmas lights.
Yeah. All right, Val, I think you suffer from a disease called cyberchondria. Not hypochondria, cyberchondria.
Cyberchondria.
Can you explain to us what you have?
If you know someone addicted to diagnosing their health problems, they might suffer from cyberchondria. Cyberchondria is a tendency to self-diagnose health problems online, to anxiety-producing results. A study found that 35% of Americans take to the internet to diagnose their health maladies using sites like WebMD, Mayo Clinic, etc. But diagnosing yourself on the internet too often can pose its own unique dilemma. For instance, a quick Google search of the word cough produces a bunch of prognoses to choose from. WebMD's symptom checker generates more than 50 results for cough, ranging in severity from the common cold to esophageal cancer. The same goes for a search for toe numbness. An internet diagnosis could lead you to believe that you're afflicted with anything from an ingrown toenail to a spinal tumor to a stroke.
Wow. Though, I think I saved my life by doing that, and I get it, and I'm sure doctors, like I told the doctor when I told him, Val knows this story, and I told him, I said, you're going to think I'm crazy because I know you get, hundreds of patients that come in here and say, I was looking online and I found this, but I am positive I have this, and what it was, and I did. What it was is I had a moldy sandwich shoved in my face as I was taking a big inhale. And it was done as a joke, but all those mold spores went up my nose. And they started causing an infection in the cartilage in my nose. And the next place that goes is your brain. And it's a death sentence. And they thought I was crazy, but I eventually convinced them. And I did have a infection. And what was weird is because they couldn't see any swelling, any redness or anything, but you could not touch my face. Could not touch it. And it was in the cartilage. And that was really scary. And I know since I've told Val this story, she says she does the same thing. If there's anything that I think's moldy in the fridge, I don't open the container to check because I'm deathly scared of mold now. I just toss the whole container. I don't want to open it and take a chance that I'm going to breathe in too many spores or something and have that happen again.
I hold my breath.
I do. I've done that too.
I just kind of. Yeah. If you're worried about what it's going to be in there, I hold my breath before I open it because I don't want to breathe in the mold spores.
Yeah. It's really a thing. It's super rare, but it can happen.
It can happen. I saw something recently on the internet, and it was meant as a meme, but it was like, it's so true. It's like doctors and medical dramas. When a patient has a mystery illness, I must examine every symptom and run every test. I won't rest until I've cracked the case. Doctors in real life, when a patient has a mystery illness, have you considered that you're faking it?
It's a good chance you're faking it.
So true, though.
All right, lots of crazy stuff to wrap up the show as we come to the end. It's fun stuff. We call it Odd News.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your Odd News on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Always scary. It is Odd News. And we kick it off with the news attack where the first sentence true, second sentence always a big fat lie. And Val, I did some extras today and sent them in on that cheat sheet. So I'm making sure you're just in the right place with us.
I am in the right place, but I appreciate the guidance because you never know.
You never know. And will you kick us off on that news attack?
All right. Authorities in Poland arrested a man on a motorcycle after he led police on a 120-mile-per-hour chase. Pursuit ended after the motorcycle experienced engine trouble. You know what? That's fast. I thought they drove backwards in Poland.
Oh, ow. I wrote that one. Sorry. It wasn't Val. All right. Study found a third of restaurant dishes labeled gluten-free actually contain gluten. That's odd. Usually waiters bring you less than you ordered.
In Sweden, a drunken man wandered into a grocery store and proceeded to urinate on the fresh fruit. So all the melons became watermelons.
Wow, Val. All right. Researchers found that Neanderthal diets were far more varied than previously thought. That is, until the great Neanderthal inflation crisis.
Police in the UK stopped a woman who was driving her minivan at 110 miles per hour. That's one way to deliver your kids to school on time.
Wow. I didn't know a minivan could go 110.
I know. I was impressed by that, too.
Study found sugar drinks more likely to lead to diabetes. Can I say duh right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sugary drinks more likely to lead to diabetes than any other sugar product. So think about that the next time you mix up that big old jug of Kool-Aid. As a result, some are now calling for the purchase of Coca-Cola to come with a mandatory waiting period and background checks.
We must see your health record.
Yes.
A study found that if you swallow a Lego figurehead, it takes about 2 days for it to show up in the toilet. I suppose that's good to know for winning bar bets?
Hail to the king, baby.
Told you. If you haven't heard, a study found that if you swallow a Lego figurehead, it takes about 2 days for it to show up in your stool, and that's exactly why I refuse to buy my kids used toys at garage sales.
Oh. In a survey, 33% of those polled say Jingle Bells is the sexiest holiday song. I'm guessing Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer was number 2?
I'm guessing you're right. I don't get why that's the sexy holiday song.
I don't get that either.
Huh. All right. Let's see. A study found that you burn more calories in the afternoon, and that's from scrambling at the last minute to finish everything so you can go home. Just jack it up a little bit.
Exactly. The latest report on global warming says immediate action is needed. It predicts that in the near future, no matter where you live, it will be all but impossible to escape the sight of fat men in tank tops.
Ew. The whole fat man in tank tops came to me this morning when I looked in the mirror. All right, here we go. We call them wacky but true. We don't add anything to these stories. The idiocy is self-contained, but we will try and throw in a movie sound effect afterwards. This one, in Chile, the roof of a house collapsed under the weight of pigeon droppings accumulated on it.
Ooh.
Owner said the living room was covered with a year's worth of pigeon droppings, along with a lot of feathers and some worms. Oh.
Stressed out? Oh, I know. I'm always acting like the sky is falling.
What's going on? The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
Broken through the planet's atmosphere.
But that means...
Yes, I know. The sky is falling. Though at times it may feel like the sky is falling around you, never give up. For every day is a new day.
Oh. Yay.
What shocks me about that whole story is that was just a year's worth.
So like cleaning your chimney?
It's like you would think that'd be decades of pigeon droppings before it would cave in a roof.
That's a lot of pigeons. Or a very, very shaky roof.
There you go. A man in China was fined for driving a car without a windshield and using a plastic stool as a front seat.
Oh, man.
It's a piece of junk. The fuel system leaks all over the place. It's a piece of junk.
I remember a couple years ago there was a guy who got pulled over who had a lawn chair as his driver's seat.
Oh.
And if you bolted it down, I don't see a problem with that, but apparently somebody does.
Maybe they got him for a seatbelt infraction.
Bouncers at one of the largest nightclubs in Germany stopped an 80-year-old woman from entering because they thought she was lost. She told them she'd never been to a nightclub and wanted to see what it was like, so they took her to the bar where she promptly ordered a drink. Huh. That's when her grandson looked across the bar and got a little angry.
This is my private area, my place of zen and peace. Listen to me. Shut up, Grandma!
Oh, wow. That reminds me of Thanksgiving.
They should have bought her a drink. That's all I got to say about that.
Right. That's right.
Oh, let's go back to China.
Okay.
A truck in China overturned, spilling its load on the road. Within minutes, more than 20 people were seen scrambling to snag all the peaches they could carry. The truck was carrying about 1,000 pounds of them.
Oh, that makes me want to do this.
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
Huh. Delicious. That's a delicious story, Val. Delicious.
Delicious.
Police in Brazil pulled over a driver because his car was missing a rear tire. The man claimed he had no way of knowing the wheel was missing because it was on the passenger side. I knew the car was pulling a little to the right, but when the police pointed out that he had to have known he was missing the tire because the wheel was putting off sparks, the man argued back that he wouldn't know because he might be under the influence of drugs. I think he changed his story, though.
I don't do drugs. Drugs make me sick. They're bad for your body. Up with hope, down with dope. There you go.
Oh, I get all the China stories today. An unlicensed driving school in China evaded the eyes of local authorities. Among the possible reasons, it was on the roof of a 7-story building. The rooftop school conducted classes daily despite a law forbidding driving schools from operating within city limits.
Okay, I'm confused there. Why would you have a law forbidding driving schools to operate in city limits?
Dangerous?
Kids?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's on the roof.
Yeah, like that's not dangerous.
No.
I don't do drugs. Drugs make me sick. They're bad for your body. Up with hope, down with dope. There you go.
Well, I think it still kind of worked. But let's play this one.
Let me give you the grand tour. Up on the roof, we've got this amazing organic garden.
Below the roof. The car's up there. Below the roof.
Get off the roof, get off the roof, get off the roof.
Get off the roof. Okay. That's all I got. Would you like to take us to London instead of China?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do another one then. 2 London burglars got more than they bargained for when they broke into the home of an 80-year-old. She wrestled with one of the burglars, then grabbed a ceremonial sword she kept on display and chased them both away. They left empty-handed.
Oh.
At least they left with their hands.
Yeah. Grandma with a sword. That's awesome.
I love it.
Least peasant matters.
Whoa. Look at these wrinkles. What is holding this woman together?
I wonder if that was the right sound effect. All right. After being told their son was dead, grieving parents in Poland buried their son. But his mom and dad were laying flowers in the son's grave. He showed up and said, "Hello, Mom and Dad, I'm back." 38-year-old left without warning years before to find himself. And his parents identified another person found near the woods as their son.
Oh. Evidently you didn't remember what your kid looked like.
That's what I'm saying. How old were they? Let's listen to this.
He is not dead, but sleepeth. He is not dead at all.
You're not dead.
It's not as dead as we would have hoped.
Oh!
Oh!
At least we ended on a positive note.
We're positive we'll get kicked out of the air at some point.
That's right. Let's say that they do have me just down to Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Who knows?
Are they trying to tell you something?
I think so. All right. Want to thank you very much for being here this morning and listening to me and my sister Val Hunter all the way live from Deer Park, and myself, Scott, from Maine, trying to entertain the folks of Chewelah. That's right.
Yes. Look at that.
Yeah.
It takes a village.
Idaho, not so much.
Would you mind saying that again? Idaho? That's frightfully interesting. We pronounce it Ohio.
Ooh.
All right, tomorrow morning, I'm not sure if they have a special guest, but it is Chuck Ritchie and Sharon Ludwig are going to get you up to date on all the things happening around Chewelah. And I know we're heading into December, and that means we're going to have our annual City Sidewalks Christmas. And I know there's a big Christmas play coming up, and you'll hear all about it tomorrow if you tune in at 7:20 with Chuck and Sharon. All right, thanks very much, Val. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Talk to you soon. Love you.
Have a great day.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.